Look at this lobster mac and cheese. Oh my God, guys, it is so beautiful. I can't wait to cut into it. It's golden brown on the top with that crispy panko breadcrumbs on top and fresh parsley and lobster and cheese. Oh, hi everybody, it's Denise. How is everybody today? I'm here to show you a great recipe today that I've been saving for. It's lobster mac and cheese. Lobster tail isn't that expensive, especially if you get a Giant or Walmart. They sell 2 lobster tails for 17 bucks sometimes, you know, or 20 at the most. So you can either use a real whole lobster for this recipe or 4 tails you could use for this. Yeah, it's a good recipe to make for like an anniversary dinner or Valentine's Day, Christmas Eve, or a special birthday, you know, quiet dinner for 2. You know, to show off your cooking skills to your significant other. It's real easy to make, very decadent, very rich. So let's get started. Okay, we're gonna start with our lobster. Like I said, you need 1 whole lobster, the legs and the body, or 4 of the tails. I got 6 tails because 2 of the tails I got were really, really small. So I got 6. Okay, with a sharp knife, we're gonna cut these tails in half. Best you can. Come on, guys. It's right today. All the way down the middle. Crack them. Just like that. Crack them open in half. We're going to steam these in the shell because it gives it more flavor. So just open it up, cut it down the middle. This one's a lot easier. And there you go. Okay, everybody, we got the lobster tail out of the butter. 2 minutes on each side, that's it. You don't want to cook the lobster long, just like shrimp, or it gets really tough and really rubbery. And we don't want that. Okay, so now I turn the butter up a little bit, and we're gonna add to the butter. We're gonna add 1 shallot diced in this really tiny pieces, and 4 cloves of garlic cut up in very small pieces also. So we're gonna add that to our butter. Saute that around for about 2 minutes. And we're gonna add some fresh pepper, a little bit of salt to this. Okay, now we have the shallot and the garlic. They've been in the butter sauteing for about 2-3 minutes. So now we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of flour to make a roux. 1, 2, 3. 3 tablespoons. So we're going to incorporate into that the shallot butter combo and make our roux. Okay, now that the heat is getting hotter in this pan with our roux, we're going to add a 1/3 cup of Hennessy cognac. So here we go. It didn't catch fire. Anyway. Ooh, woo. Wow, was that something? Let's burn that off a little bit. It's the first time I ever used cognac. It's always to be rich and decadent. It's gonna be. All right, now we're gonna add, okay, so we added 2 3/4 cup of milk into our cognac and our roux. So we're gonna whisk this all together and keep stirring it constantly until it thickens a little bit. Also, I forgot, we have to add some parsley. Fresh parsley, about 2 tablespoons. Save a little bit for your garnish. Shoo, it's getting hot in this kitchen. Okay, now my roux, my mixture here is not a roux anymore because we added the milk and stuff. And we also added parsley, like I said. And also we added, well, I added paprika, like about a tablespoon, maybe a little less than that, and also salt and pepper to taste. Now we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of mascarpone cheese. It's gonna bring some silkiness and some texture to our mixture here. So we're gonna stir that in. There's some real creaminess to this. I also chopped up the lobster tail. I took it out of the shell, chopped it up into bite-sized pieces. And you can save those shells for a later time, put it in the freezer. And you can use that for broth to make lobster bisque or whatever seafood dish you want to make. So now we are going to bring to a boil in a couple minutes. Okay, we're going to cook our pasta. Okay, I got rigatore, any kind of pasta, shells, or whatever one you want to use, you can use. This is my favorite pasta. So you only need a 1/2 pound. It doesn't make a lot. We're going to add the lobster tail. Let's cut up into small bite-sized pieces. Just like this. See? Just dropped a piece on the floor. I don't have a dog anymore to pick it up. So we're going to combine all this together now. Oh, it's looking so good. I don't want to cook it too much with the lobster because you don't cook lobster long. So we'll be back. Okay, now to this mixture, we just put a lobster in. You're going to simmer your lobster for 1 or 2 minutes in there, in with the cheese, the mascarpone, and then we're going to add 1 3/4 cup of sharp cheddar cheese to this. We're supposed to save a little bit for the top. Like 1 cup. So 1 1/2, I'm putting in there. And then also 1 1/2 cup of Gruyere cheese. I never used Gruyere cheese before. Then we'll save the rest for the top when we boil it. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna add that to our mixture. All right, you see what it looks like? Just like this. This is with our lobster and all our ingredients and our cheeses. So nice and creamy. Look at that. Beautiful. Now I don't want to cook this too long in the heat because of the lobster. I hate cooking seafood like shrimp and lobster or even crabs too long. It's so rubbery. And also what I'm going to do now while I'm waiting is I'm going to butter some panko breadcrumbs because that's going to go on top of here. This is like a tablespoon of butter and add panko breadcrumbs. Put it on the heat until it gets a little bit crispy. Okay, everybody, it's hot in this kitchen. Anyway, this is all heated up. And now we're going to add our pasta that's cooked al dente, or 1/2 pound of pasta. We're going to add that to our cheese mixture. God, you can only smell this. It smells so good. You smell a vision. All right, now I have a baking pan that I have buttered. So we're going to add our mixture to our baking pan. All right, it's all mixed up. Add this to our baking pan. Slide it in there. Perfect. So now we're going to add our remaining cheese, our cup of cheese. So we have a 1/2 cup of cheddar. We're going to be putting on here that sharp cheddar. And a 1/2 cup of the Gruyere cheese. So anyway, it's going to look like this. Beautiful or what? So now we're going to put it in a broiler until it gets bubbly and a little bit brown on top. Okay, I just got our lobster mac and cheese out of the broiler till it's really nice and golden brown on the top. So now we're going to add some more of that fresh parsley. Or you can use chives also. Depends on what you like. And I got my panko, my toasted panko. So we're going to put some of that on top also. Give it that nice crunch. Look how beautiful. Oh my God. Whew. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Anyway, be back in a few minutes. Taste it. Oh my God, this lobster mac and cheese got so creamy, so delicious. Oh God, it's so creamy. And you can taste lobster in every bite. So good. If you love good food like I do, great recipes, please click that follow and like button. You'd really be doing me a great favor. Until next time, I'll see you.